Hi guys, so today I will be doing an eyebrow video. So I've already made them. Obviously I'll show you guys how I made them, the products I used, the applicator, and the way in which I normally do them. Excuse my hair because I'm just trying to leave it natural, so it's just been ruined through straightening over years, and I naturally have curly hair. So yeah, so anyways, back to the eyebrows. I hope you like it, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be great. So the products I'm going to use today are by MUA, really, the MUA Cosmetics. You can get them from Superdrug. So this is the MUA Pro Brow Ultimate Eyebrow Kit, and then I've got the MUA Brown Define Tinted Mascara as well in brown. Just show you that one. And then I have a little eyebrow brush that I will be using, and it's got a bristle side on here, and then it's got a angled brush on the other side. This is very similar to Anastasia Beverly Hills' brush, and this is from Primark actually, so I've used that one as well, and I think they do pretty much the same job, which is really bad, but this was only £1. And then just to run you guys through the other kit you could also use, which I have used in the past, but it doesn't really match my hair color, so I don't tend to use it on my brows, is Benefit's brow kit. So it's the browsing. I used it in dark brown as well, and it's pretty good actually. I've used this on other people, and it works pretty well as well, so that's another option you've got from the higher end. So just to start off with, I'm just gonna start off by brushing the eyebrows up. Now, thing is, I like my brows natural, so I just let them grow out. I would advise you guys to let them grow out. Skinny brows, it's not really my thing, but if it is, then keep plucking them if you want, but I think that just frames your face better. So the other thing you want to do is, when you're doing your brows, either getting them done or doing them yourself, you want to align it with your nose like this, and that's where your brow should end. And then just put it on an angle like that, and that's where your arch should be. So that's where you would make a line ideally to tell you that that's where you should be pointing the brush up. And then when you angle it slightly more tilted, it should match with the end of your eyeball, really, like a winged liner, like where your winged liner would go actually, yeah. And that is where you should stop your brows. So you can extend them to that length. I think it's more flattering that way as well. Shorter brows they don't tend to frame people's faces better, but I know some people like their brows quite short. So as I was saying, you just brush them up. I'm just gonna do one brow with you guys, and then you can have a look. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my kit. So this is the kit. It's about £2.50. I use it a lot. Like, I've used it for 2 or 3 years now, and as you can see, I've used the black shade the most. I don't really use the brown shade. My brows don't look right with that shade. And then they've got the wax and then the foundation bit as well. I don't really use the foundation bit or the wax either. I literally just use the black powder. What's probably best for you guys to do is, first of all, experiment with a few shades of brows if you've got them at home. If you've got a brown and a black, but you could experiment with something like this because it's only £2.50. So that's how I've found out that my brow color should actually be black, when I bought the black range from this and then had a look. So I'm just gonna dip it in there, and what you want to do is you want to outline it first, your actual brows. So it's also got a mirror, so I'm going to use that right now to experiment with. So just do a little outline, and then just frame the brows basically how you want them. I don't make them outside of the actual brows because that's not a look I like. I don't like the whole tattooed look either. I like them to be more natural. So as you can see, I've framed them. So after that, all I do is I literally I've not dipped it in powder again. I'm just going to use the outline that I've made, and I'm going to use that to blend it in. And I always brush it upwards so that it gives more of a natural effect as well. So So as you can see, I've filled them in quite a bit, but they're still quite light from the middle because I haven't used any powder there. So I'm just going to get some more powder and I'm just going to start filling it in now. And I stroke it quite lightly. I don't really press it in as much. So where your arch is over here, you can point it upwards a bit more if you want, but I just follow my natural eyebrow line, which is something I would advise you to do as well, because it's the way your brows grow. It's probably the best way to do it because it suits your frame as well. So there we go, that's that brow done, and then that brow needs doing too. So just give me 2 seconds and then that one should be done too. So ta-da, I've done the other brow as well now. So after you've done the powder, what you need, what I normally do is I normally get the brow mascara that I've got. I don't put this on every day, but I'm going to do it for you guys because I would do this if I was doing a full face of makeup. I don't normally apply a full face of makeup. So with this, use the mirror that I have here. Just going to get it like a mascara basically. Well, it is a mascara to be fair, if you can see. And I always brush upwards lightly. I don't use it too much because I like the natural look. I like the brow hairs showing, going out of the line. So if you can see. And so people might be wondering, like, if you've got the tiny hairs at the front, what do you do with them? Do you make a fake colored in brow there or not? I tend to leave it. I don't tend to mess with it really because I don't like, as I mentioned, the whole colored in completely against the skin brow. So I've done that. So that's kind of your eyebrows done really. To finish it off, if you wanted to, I've already applied my base, so I'm okay. But what I would do is I would get your concealer brush to neaten it up if you really wanted to neaten it up, and then you would just apply it underneath and above, correcting your brows. That's if they needed correcting. Obviously don't do it if you don't really want to. It's not something you have to do because I like them natural. That's why I don't really define them that much. But since I've started doing my brows like this, I've been getting a lot of compliments, so it must be working. So the last thing that I tend to do is, you can get any highlighter, by the way. You don't have to get this highlighter. I'm just using the Huda Beauty highlighter, and I'm just going to use the cream bit, and I'm just going to put a bit on my finger. And all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to apply it underneath on the arch of the brow. This would highlight your brow even, the arch of your brow more. Don't put it above, always put it underneath. There you go. So that was it. That was the tutorial. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye.